To access the CBM-20A Web Interface, you will need to open Internet Explorer and type in the IP address of the CBM-20A. In the case of the default IP address, it is 192.168.200.99. Accessing the CBM-20A Web Interface does not require an internet connection. Once you have accessed the web interface, you will notice three tabs in the upper right corner: Status, System Check, and Maintenance. The Maintenance tab allows you to easily track your instrument's consumable usage within your HPLC system so you know when they are scheduled to be replaced. To perform a system check, open the System Check tab, then click on the blue hyperlink below the system name. The default user ID and password are both admin, ADMIN, with a capital A. Once you have successfully logged into the system check, to perform a system check, click on the Execute Check icon in the upper right-hand corner. You will be presented with three options: perform a full system check, a normal system check, or close. In most cases, a normal system check is sufficient. The CBM-20A Web Interface, and more specifically the system check functionality, is the most useful diagnostic tool to utilize when troubleshooting your HPLC system. It allows you to bypass any software package and control the hardware directly. This is extremely useful in isolating whether the problem is hardware or software related. Once the system check has been completed, you'll be able to see the overall results either as a green check for pass, a yellow exclamation mark for warning, or a red X for fail. In addition, you'll be shown the summary results, which show you the individual system modules as well as their system check results. As you scroll down, you will also see a detailed system check report on each individual module. This is extremely useful information when troubleshooting your HPLC system. This allows you to review not only the diagnostic results, but also useful information such as ROM version and error log. Once the system check is complete, you have the option to save the result as a .csv file. This can be useful for your own records or when contacting Shimadzu for additional support. In addition to the diagnostic functionality of the web interface, it also allows for direct control of the hardware in the same fashion as Lab Solution software, with the caveat that you are unable to save any of the data. To log in to control the hardware, select the Status tab, then click on the blue hyperlink under System Name. Again, both the user ID and password are ADMIN with a capital A. Be sure to click on Login, not Group Settings, to gain access to the hardware control. Once you are logged in, notice the four tabs across the top starting with Configuration on the left. In the Configuration tab, you will see which hardware modules are currently online with the CBM-20A, along with their current ROM versions, channel address or port address, and their status. In the Operation Mode box, you will see a drop-down menu that allows you to select the pumping mode for the HPLC system. Depending upon your hardware configuration, this can be set to isocratic, binary, or low-pressure gradient. In the Analysis tab, you start by seeing the actual button controls for your HPLC system. Here you can turn on or off each module, set flow rates, column temperature, and detector wavelength. Additionally, you can save and load previous method files you have used. On the bottom of the page, you will see a System Controller button. Just like your system parameters in Lab Solution software, this allows you to set specific method criteria for each module in your HPLC system. If you click on the Configuration button at the bottom, this will allow you to access specific configuration settings for each module. The Time Program button allows you to program time-specific changes to your chromatography, such as mobile phase concentration. In the Editing tab, you can create a batch table for performing a series of injections, just as you can in Lab Solution software. In the Queue tab, you can see which injections are still to come, as well as execute a startup or shutdown method. The final section we are going to cover is user account controls, known as group settings. To gain access, you will need to select the Status tab, click on the blue hyperlink under System Name. Again, the user ID and password are both admin with a capital A. However, now you will click on Group Settings to log in. The first tab you will see is Group Information. Here you will see all the connected system information as well as all of the user information. In the System Administration tab, you will have access to all of the IP settings for your CBM-20A. We highly recommend keeping the default static IP address settings. In the User Management tab, you can create a new user or edit an existing user. This concludes our CBM-20A Web Interface Guide. Please be sure to contact us if you have any additional questions.
Excellence in science. Shimadzu.